Hello, Mr. Aaron, Mr. Ryan, are you right? Okay, so we have talked about this SQL for a few lessons now. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Okay, sometimes people think it's a simple query language. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, this SQL
If it doesn't matter, then
is a language, is a scripting language that we can use to interact with the database. So it's a standard. Okay, so we use these we write these queries to get the data to interact with the database. You know, we have a few keywords we have to cover before, right? The SQL select basically is to look it up in the database. Insert, to add the things into the database. Delete and update, right? These are the four basic operations. And also we can create a database, we can create a table, we can add the index, etc. Okay, so we have talked about the join for a few lessons now. So join, you know, we want to join things. So the targets are tables, right? We can join two tables or multiple tables together. So why we have multiple tables? We said that last time, right? We want to store the data in separate table, so we don't store everything in the whole table, right? Remember, for example, like for the bank, yeah. Think about the bank, right? So the bank has the database, has a table for all the users, and then also has a table for all the transactions per user, right? So they can't put everything into the single table, and that would be huge, and it's not very efficient to update. So joining two tables, right? We talk about the inner join. Inner join, think about the Venn diagram. Inner join is the common part, the intersection, join table, inner join, okay? If we don't specify the keyword, the type of join is inner join. The syntax of the join table is that select something, right? You can select as many things as you want, okay? Select something from table A, first table, inner join, you know, basically a join type. On inner join, the second table, on specifies the join condition on the first table. The comment ID equals the second table. Comment ID, right? For these two tables, if we want to join, it must have something in common. If it's totally, you know, unrelated table, we can't join it together, right? For example, you can't join an animal table to a painting table, right? It doesn't make any sense, okay? So the inner join, right? So we can replace the inner with the left join, right join, right? Inner join is the Venn diagram, right? It's the inner part, right? For the inner join, it returns the match records from both sides. The left join, on the other hand, it returns everything on the first table and those matched record from the second table, okay? And the right join, you know, it's just the opposite, right? It returns everything on the second table and only those matched from the first table, okay? And then what's going to be next is full join. Full, F-U-L-L, okay? So we have to talk about full join today. So select something from table A, full join table B on the common part, right? On the table.a.comment ID equals table B.comment ID. So what does it mean? It returns the match record either from the first table or the second table. Yeah, simple, right? This is just like English, right? Yeah, it's common sense, right? The left join returns the table A and then those match record from the second table. The right join returns the second table and match record from the first table. And the full join returns, you know, the match record either from the first table or the right table, okay? Okay, so similar to the left join and right join, if the field is not, if the record is not present on another table, then we just return the value null, okay? Null, N-U-L-L. Okay, so for example, like select, you know, the same query, if we change it to full. So on this, we want to join these two tables, so what do we get? One Alex, yeah? One Alex, 101 HR. 2 Bob 102 sales. 3 Charlie 103. There's no 103 here, so no. Okay. And then 4 David 103 no. Okay. And then again here we got the 104 here, which is not here. Then we can say no 104 Amin. Okay. So you see we have one more record here because this is missing from the first table but is present on the second table. So remember the full join, right? We want to return either the records. We want to return the record match either in the left table or the right table. Okay, that's the full join. Okay, and then for the inner join, we talk about that as well. We have an old school syntax, right? Select the table, select the data from table A, from the left table and the right table. We separate. We can specify the tables we want to retrieve the information from separated by comma. Okay, and then where a dot the first table dot common ID equals second table dot common ID. This is old school, but it's also called implicit join, inner join. These are all explicit inner join. Why is it explicit? Because look, the syntax, it says join, right? Right? The syntax, look, join here, right? So this is explicit. You write it, it's intentional. You write it, you know what you are going to do. It's join. So okay, let's review. Select something from table A, join, what type, specify the type of join, which can be inner join, left join, right join, or full join. And cross join, which we are going to talk about in the last lesson. That's one more join in the next lesson, okay? On table B, on the common bit, okay? And then we can add a clause where we can specify where the condition, and then we can also specify order by, order by a field, either it's sorted by the department ID or the name ascending or descending, it doesn't matter, okay? Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye.
Bye.